And for more on this, we're now joined by Themba Fosi, MMC for Utilities at the City of Tshwane, and he joins us via our video link for more on this discussion. MMC, thank you so much for your time. And of course, the public protector there coming to inspect that treatment plant and saying that the City of Tshwane is moving in the right direction to address the water problems in Hammanskraal. What is the city doing right that has led to, this satisfaction from the public protector?
Good evening, Bali, and good evening to your viewers. We started by doing the basics right. I think what is more important, more than any other thing, was to get the basics right. Once the basics were right, and then everything flew. As you know, that we had partnered with the Department of Water and Sanitation together with the National Treasury via the DBSA to partner and make sure that we expedite whatever that has been happening for the past 15 years. You should understand that with the outbreak of cholera, it actually expedited our session to make sure that let's have a short and a long-term solution. The short-term solution being the package plant that will be in the next 12 months, make sure that the people of Hammanskraal have potable water, whilst we still seek funding for the big project of Rooiwal Phase 2 and Phase 3 to make sure that we capacitate and obviously expand the plant so that we can have proper developments and obviously augment what is currently happening in the waste treatment plant.
And MMC, you speak about getting the basics right, but one would also say it has not been a very easy process to get to where you are. Maybe just tell us how difficult, this project has been to ensure that you get to a point where you are able to deliver clean, drinkable and portable water for the residents of Hammanskraal.
Bali, at this day and age, no one should be able to have water via the water tankers. That's not a way to live. That's one thing. So the fact that now we've got an administration that is hands-on, that wants this to happen in this term to make sure that the Rooiwal issue is put to bed. Amongst other important factors was that to make sure that we capacitate personnel in that area, put a competent project manager, and continue again with the assistance and partnership of DWS to make sure that we have an IGR that talks to making sure that the project is done right the first time, because this will be the first time we are tackling this as this administration to make sure that the people of Hammanskraal have water as soon as possible, because the issue of water tankers is still not sustainable, because we're losing quite a lot of money to this tankerpreneurs, which I call them. With the amount of money that we're paying the water tankers, we would rather take that money and be able to augment onto what is happening in Rooiwal to make sure that we get technical expertise, make sure that we buy material, equipment, etc., etc. And obviously to make sure that once that is happening, we've got proper water that is coming through to the people of Hammanskraal, and they are metered in a correct way.
MMC, as we speak, do the people of Hammanskraal have clean, drinkable water, or are they still relying on water tankers?
Okay, currently the provision of water via the taps, it is not water that is fit for consumption, for human consumption. That is not potable. For potable water, we are providing water tankers via the extraction point of rainwater and the extraction point of Mahalis, which is these are water pots that are already supplying water to the city. So those water tankers are coming through, extract from both those areas, and are able to then spread across the areas where they are hugely affected in the backside of the Hammanskraal.
And when can the residents of Hammanskraal be able to turn on the tap and drink water coming out straight from their taps? How long will this process take to finally be resolved?
As I mentioned earlier, Mbali, is that we have a short-term solution which will yield proper results with the provision of water from the package plant that will be installed at the Mahalis water treatment plant, and then through to the Babelehi reservoir and eventually to our residents' taps. This will take approximately 12 months in making sure that is the case whilst we push the bigger project of phase 2 and phase 3 active enrollment. One thing we also need to understand is that it could be earlier. It is possible that it could be earlier to make sure that the people of Hammanskraal have water, but we'd rather under promise and over deliver. I think that is the strategy that we're having. But I can assure you that first time after 15 years, the people of Hammanskraal in the next 12 months, they would be able to have potable water through their taps.
And as the City of Tshwane, what would you say have been the lessons learned from this Rooiwal water treatment plant? I mean, we've had so many lives which have been lost due to that cholera outbreak. What lessons have you learned as the City of Tshwane?
Let me correct one thing, Bali. We should deassociate cholera and Rooiwal, because we've had several tests that were done by reputable Medical Research Council, CSIR, and all of those companies that are into that. So there was no trace of any cholera in both Rooiwal or even in our water tankers where we use via to transport waters. That's one. The second part is that IGR is very important. The problem is that when you have a province or you have a government that's of another political party and you've got a municipality that's run by a political party, there tends to be tension, very unnecessary tensions. Come to think of it, if we had a government like in the Western Cape where the municipality is supported by the province, this problem would have been sorted out a long time ago. We all know what has happened, and I'm not interested into mentioning and pointing fingers at this point in time, lest I be quoted as electioneering this year. But I can gladly tell you that the importance of having an intergovernmental relationship, it does wonders. I must say that with the leadership of Celia Brink in making sure that the tap lines with the minister, and we hear where we are because of that relationship that was established during one of our leadership programs, where the minister accepted our partnership offer so that we can be able to sit down and sort this problem once and for all. Because I can tell you, not at this day and age that people are being fed water via the water tankers. And the issue of Rooiwal that could have been sorted out 15 years ago had another party listened to us, or another government listened to us when we had said that, or even expect that we need to expand this water treatment plant. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. We're here where we are. So I've got no interest in that. The interest in me is to make sure that the people of Hammanskraal have potable water, which is a luxury to them, so that they can be able to have water like in each and every other resident in the city. There's really no way that you could have a plant of that magnitude and companies that are milking out the city, instead of having to make sure that they do what is required of them, and instead they milk the city and then go away. So it's something that there's come to an end now, and we've got remedial actions making sure that we get this ball rolling and sort out the problem once and for all.